In this video, we're going to be talking about relocation grants and 5 places that'll pay you grants to move there. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde, and welcome to the #1 community for real estate, income, and credit. So if you'd like to know more about these relocation grants and these 5 places that will pay you grants and thousands of dollars to move there, make sure you watch the video to the end and leave a comment below if you need help with anything. So relocation grants and relocation programs are growing, and these programs are designed specifically to be able to help attract and also retain residents. So these are 5 places that are actually paying grants for you to be able to relocate to their location. And these programs are attractive and primarily for remote workers who are open to move and looking for incentives. And those incentives, as you'll see in these 5 locations, come in the form of grants in the thousands of dollars along with other perks. Number 1, Morgantown, West Virginia, $12,000 in relocation grants. So Morgantown is actually paying $12,000 as an incentive to be able to move to their location. They'll be giving $10,000 for the first year and $2,000 for the second year. In addition to that, the perks include 2 years of free outdoor gear rentals, which is a $2,500 value, free co-working spaces, and also social events. So to be eligible, there are 3 criteria that you must meet in order to qualify. Number 1, you must be 18 years old and a U.S. citizen. Number 2, you must not currently live in West Virginia. And number 3, you must be able to work remotely for a company not based in West Virginia. So to get more details, you can actually go directly to their website at AskRinde.com. Number 2, Topeka, Kansas, $11,000 in relocation grants. So Topeka is actually offering up to $11,000 in incentives in order to relocate there. So if you're moving there, you're going to be renting. They'll give you $5,000 for rent in the first year. And if you're going to be making a home purchase, they'll give you $10,000 towards your home purchase. In addition to that, Jimmy John's is going to be giving an additional $1,000 if you're actually going to be located in one of their 3 delivery zones. And with this particular relocation incentive, there are 3 eligibility criteria. Number 1, your employer must be located outside of Shawnee County. Number 2, there's only 1 incentive per household. And number 3, you must be eligible to work in the U.S. So to get more information on this relocation grant and also this relocation incentive, you can go directly to their website at choosetopeka.com. Number 3, Tulsa, Oklahoma, up to $10,000 in relocation grants. So Tulsa is actually giving up to $10,000 in relocation incentive. And this is actually one of the more popular relocation programs around the country. Now, I've actually been to Tulsa, and it's a decent place to be. I actually visited Oral Roberts University when I went there for a conference years ago. So the incentives to relocate to Tulsa include $10,000 for your first year and also a free co-working space. So to be eligible, there are several criteria that you actually need to adhere to in order to be eligible for this particular program. So number 1, you must have full-time remote employment or self-employment outside of Tulsa. Number 2, you must be 18 years old. Number 3, you must be eligible to work in the U.S. Now, this is actually a 1-year relocation incentive program, and it's called Tulsa Remote. And you can get more information by going directly to their website at tulsaremote.com. There you'll be able to see more information on their curated Tulsa housing, the properties that they actually have available for you to be able to consider when you're moving to Tulsa. Number 4, Northwest Arkansas, $10,000 in relocation grants. So Northwest Arkansas is actually giving $10,000 in incentives to be able to move there. So the incentives include a $10,000 cash incentive. It also includes a street or a mountain bicycle to be able to take advantage of local trails. Now, to be eligible, you must be 24 years old with 2 years work experience. You also must have full-time remote employment or self-employment. You also must currently live outside of Arkansas, and you have to have the ability to move within 6 months. And you also must be eligible to be able to work in the U.S. So to get more information on this grant and this incentive program, you can actually go directly to their website at findingnwa.com. Number 5, the Shoals, Alabama, $10,000 in relocation grants. So the Shoals is actually offering $10,000 in incentives to be able to move there. So the benefits and perks of this particular incentive program is just one, and that's their $10,000 cash incentive. So the eligibility requirements from Shoals is quite different than the others. They actually want someone who's a little bit more established. Number 1, they actually want you to have a minimum yearly income of $52,000. Number 2, they want you to be able to have the ability to move within 6 months. Number 3, they want you to be a full-time remote employee or self-employed outside of Colbert and Lauderdale counties. And number 4, they want you to be 18 years old and also eligible to work within the U.S. So you can actually get more information on this particular incentive program by going to remoteshoals.com. So these are our 5 relocation grants and our 5 relocation programs. And if you'd like to know more about relocation grants and find out more locations that you may be favorable to go to, make sure you actually go to our resource area at my website at AskRinde.com, and we've included all the relocation grants and locations in our resource area. So if you'd like me to feature any specific areas, have a question or a comment, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below. You can also email me. My email address is askrindenetwork@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.